Good morning, y'all. That land behind me can only mean one thing. This 5-day journey on the Carnival Elation has come to an end. This is the smallest and debatably the oldest ship in Carnival's fleet, and with that came some good and bad. So, just some quick final thoughts as I get ready to debark the ship. So, what I loved was the atrium and the way that every time you pass through that space, especially in the evening, there'd be different music or different things going on that really just brought life to things. I love this small feel that and all that comes with that, right? You really connected with your fellow passengers because on a big ship, you might meet somebody amazing on day one and, well, you're never going to see them again. On a small ship, you're going to see those same people over and over and over, so you can build real connections. I love the alchemy bar, and Tatiana and Rhoda there were amazing alchemists, aka bartenders. They did a great job. And I honestly, I loved how you could get, sorry guys, trying to collect my thoughts, and I loved how you could get from point A to point B no matter where you're going, from the Lido deck to your cabin or wherever you were going, in 60 seconds or less for the most part, right? Like, because it's a small ship, you rarely had a long walk to get wherever you were going, but not everything was perfect. There's no specialty dining on this ship, and I like to mix things up, so being forced to go back to the main dining room every night got a little bit old by the end of the 5 days. I did have a good dinner at the chef's table on day 2, and I certainly enjoyed that, but I would have liked a steakhouse or something of that nature to mix in there as well. The shows were a bit hit or miss. On the 5 days, they really only had 2 production shows. They weren't bad, but they're definitely not the level of what you're going to see on the newer, more modern megaships, like Royal Caribbean's Aqua shows or the Broadway shows you'll see and things of that nature. But they weren't bad. They weren't epic, right? They're just your typical cruise production show, right? Like step above high school, but nothing truly amazing. So that wasn't my favorite, and just I don't know. I'll be honest. For a ship that's this old and this small, I was expecting it to feel less crowded. There were only 2,300 people on board, but there were definitely moments where the crowds could get overwhelming. So that was a little bit of a surprise because I had just been on the Margaritaville at Sea Paradise just a few weeks ago, and we only had 850 people on that ship. And even though it's a little bit smaller, but not much smaller than this one, and that was just incredible because literally there was never a crowd anywhere. This one, there definitely were crowds, but I've got more thoughts, I've got more things I want to share with you guys, and I definitely will. But if you're coming on this ship, you're gonna have a good time as long as you come with the mindset it's not gonna do the entertainment for you, right? Like, you're gonna have to come ready to find things to do or bring your own things to do, and it may be a little bit more crowded than what you're expecting. But if you come with the right mindset, no matter what, you're going to have an amazing time. So I'm happy I was able to share all of this with you. Now I'm going to get off the ship, and next up is Explorer of the Seas and out of Port Canaveral in just a few hours. If you're ready, I am. Let's go.